I agree with his points that you cannot take criticism. I agree with his points that well, there's a lot of stuff I can agree
Okay,
with, but
so
it's
let's
mainly the
start.
criticism thing.
Okay, cool. So do you think if I was unable to take criticism, I would be pulling you into my Discord right now to have a conversation? But yeah, I want to talk about a criticism of me that has been levied pretty frequently, that I cannot take criticism. That seems to be a really like common criticism of me, that I can't take criticism. And it's first, let me just try to explain why that's weird and why that puts me into a really challenging position, right? Because a lot of the times I think when people say you can't take criticism, I mean, I don't know, but my guess would be like 95% of the time, what they really mean is that you aren't conceding what you're saying and agreeing that I'm right. So even with the video we were going over, the video almost set it up like that, right? So I was put in a position where you have no choice, right? By responding, if you even respond to criticism, then that's proof you can't take the criticism. If you get heated while responding to criticism or defending yourself, that's proof you can't take the criticism. And I think this is just because people don't know what the fuck taking criticism means. I literally just after I saw this criticism, I literally just Googled it. What does it mean to take criticism? Because I thought maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm reading something incorrectly. Maybe my understanding of what it means to take criticism. Taking criticism is the ability of a person to accept constructive criticisms for improvement, which I do. That is literally why I went more left, right? So, and being able to withstand the pressure of unfair or dispiriting criticisms while motivating himself to work harder and better instead of giving up. It's funny because this part of it is like comes along with what I do as like a YouTuber or whatever. Like, I have to withstand criticism, some of which is unfair, some of it is just completely false all the time. So what does it mean to not take criticism? Yeah, I really think people are getting at that I don't just concede everything, that I don't just roll over. If there's anybody here that wants to talk to me about this, then get in my Discord and tell me about it, because maybe I'm missing something. A lot of this also comes because I had someone on the other day that was here to tell me why I couldn't take criticism, and I ended up banning them at the end of the conversation. I recognize there's a bit of irony there, obviously. Okay, so what's going on?
I don't know. I was just streaming, and then someone in my chat sent me the link to your stream, watching his video. So I don't
So
know
yeah,
what you're
you like, do
saying
you
about
agree
it.
with his video? You like, what's going on?
I do agree with his video for most part. Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on? Let's talk about it. What do you agree with?
Um, I agree with his points that you cannot take criticism. I agree with his points that well, there's a lot of stuff I can agree
Okay,
with, but
so
it's
let's
mainly the
start.
criticism thing.
Okay, cool. So do you think if I was unable to take criticism, I would be pulling you into my Discord right now to have a conversation?
Um, Not necessarily.
Like, you realize my job is taking criticism, right?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so how am I unable to
But
take
I think
criticism?
more so just taking criticism for your actions is what he's trying to point out in this video, is that you're not taking criticism for your actions.
So what do you mean by taking criticism? Do you mean concede that they're right or something? Or what do you mean by taking
Not
criticism?
necessarily that they're right, but like acknowledging the mistakes you've made.
Haven't I done that?
What do you mean?
Like, haven't I acknowledged that I made mistakes in some of my previous beliefs and everything else? Like, that's part of my whole, that's part of why I guess Puddle of Pizza is calling me, the decay of Hunter Avalone, because I changed some of my opinions, right? So haven't I
No,
already
I
done
don't think
that?
that's necessarily why. In fact, I don't think he really cares that you changed your opinions. It's more so just you wouldn't acknowledge certain mistakes you made,
Like
or
what?
you would
What
just brush
mistakes will
them
I not?
off.
Okay, what mistakes will I not acknowledge? Because
It was more so.
my guess is it's
What?
going to be a mistake. What you are calling a mistake, I might not think it is a mistake.
Okay, that could be the case too.
That's my guess. So, can you think of anything?
Um, The one situation he mentioned in his video, the ghosting thing. That's one of them.
When I went all dark?
Yeah, that. Yeah.
What does that have to do with taking criticism?
Because when people bring it up to you, like Puddle brought it up to you in like his second video or whatever, you just completely ignored it. Or
Well, no, I didn't
apparently,
ignore it. I addressed it and explained why his criticism I didn't think was very valid, right?
Where'd you address it?
I said, he said, at least it's my understanding that he called me out because I made my channel go dark, and Etika did that before committing suicide. And he was saying that it was insensitive of me or wrong or something like that along those lines. And I said that doesn't make any sense because, one, I didn't even know that. Two, I never said anywhere that I was going to commit suicide. Three, my channel went dark for a channel redesign. And four, my
I don't
wife...
think that's what he meant. I think that's just he meant that's how it can be interpreted.
So I'm supposed to apologize for someone else interpreting something wrong? I'm not sure how this is me not taking criticism.
Well, the part of you not taking criticism was just you wouldn't acknowledge it.
Okay, well, I just acknowledged it to you now, though, right? So do you mean take criticism, acknowledge how the opposition can see it? Because, I mean, yeah, I can understand that maybe it could be interpreted that way, but I don't know how that's not me taking criticism. I have a feeling that when you say I don't take criticism, what you mean is that I don't agree with every criticism that's thrown my way.
No, not necessarily that. It's just I've seen so many points made against you that you don't seem to acknowledge.
Okay, let's bring up another one then, because we just brought up the me going dark, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it seems as if I am very much looking for the criticism to address it. So am I really not able to take criticism? Hello? You don't know what you're talking about. You should stop fanboying fucking Puddle of Pizza, okay?
I'm not fanboying.
No, this is embarrassing, okay? You're getting banned. Bye. Fuck you. All right, let's get the next person on. I don't have time for these idiots that are going to stumble around and not back up anything. You know, he's saying I can't take criticism. I end up banning him. Funny. I get it. But let's be honest. The conversation, although only about 5 minutes, consisted of me asking the guy, what is the criticism? And me trying to address it. That pretty much fits the definition of taking criticism. So I banned him, obviously, because he levied the criticism. I had him on. I said, tell me why I can't take the criticism. What criticism am I not addressing? We were walking through it. When I asked him for a second example, he can't provide it to me. So what am I supposed to do? Does taking criticism mean that I have an hour-long conversation with someone that has no fucking idea what they're talking about? Because if I end the conversation, then that's just proof that I can't take criticism. This isn't really how that works. And I do believe the guy commented. He did. So he goes ahead and elaborates. So let's go ahead. Let me just explain myself here, since I obviously didn't get my points across on stream. The reason why I say you can't take criticism is because rather than fully addressing it in an honest manner, you instead just unfairly label the people criticizing you as haters or people that are obsessed with you, and don't even give them a fair shot to defend themselves. Okay, so do I label some people that call me out as haters? Yes. As far as calling people obsessed and a hater, then I think Puddle of Pizza, which I can only assume is what he's getting at, since this debate was held in the middle of my response to this video criticizing me. The dude tweets about me constantly. He even fucking, he once made a tweet that said he was siding with Gabby Hanna only because I didn't like her or so. It was weird. Yes, he's kind of bordering on being obsessed with me. And he also is bordering on being a hater. So when it comes to that, I am allowed to call people haters or obsessed with me if they are doing so. And then you say, I don't give them a fair shot to defend themselves. That makes no sense at all. I had you on and you failed to defend your claim. Second of all, I was reviewing the video that was criticizing me. I was going through a 40-minute video breaking down the criticisms. I even conceded at one point that the clip played, especially out of context, did look pretty bad. I'm giving people a chance here to defend themselves. It's just most people that make these claims, like you, are unable to fucking defend them. In this very stream, you literally stated before you even started watching Puddle's video that he was a guy who's obsessed with you. Yeah, that's true. That is irrelevant to whether or not I watch his latest video on me after several tweets and videos and showing up in my chat and showing up in my Discord. Yeah. And as you started watching, you showed people that you already disliked the video before. So from the very beginning, he wasn't even given a chance. I'm sorry, a dislike doesn't mean that I haven't given the video a chance. I'm reviewing the video on stream. Yeah, I disliked the video, and I'm sorry, if that bothers you, I can go back and undislike it, but now I've watched half of it, and the dislike was well justified. A dislike on the video doesn't really mean that much. I'm sorry, bruh. Neither were any of us, TBH, since you labeled us Puddle fanboys before we even joined the VC. You know what? How's this one? I will concede that maybe I was a little bit hyperbolic to scream that it was Puddle fanboys in the chat. Maybe that was a little bit hyperbolic. Now, I do think it's a little weird that I was reviewing his video and then suddenly a bunch of people all saying, Puddle is better than you, Puddle wrecked Hunter. I think it makes sense to reason that maybe these people are fanboys of this guy. But sure, maybe I was a little too hyperbolic there. Keep that in mind, because that right there, what I just did, is the definition of taking criticism, my G. Even though I'm a longtime friend of Puddle's, okay, wait, maybe I shouldn't have walked that back this quick. And the reason why he even posts videos to begin with, I was the one that wanted him to do so all the way back in 2016? Wait, you're telling me that you're not a fan of his, but you're a longtime friend, and you're the one that convinced him to make videos. Maybe it was unfair, actually, for me to call you a fanboy. Maybe I should have called you the boyfriend. You're the longtime friend, dude. You might not be a fan. Maybe you're closer than a fan. Yet you and your audience labeled me a fanboy of his without giving me a chance to explain myself. All right, that's fair enough. Yeah. Why don't we get this guy unbanned on the Discord so he can come back? Maybe this time he's a little bit more prepared to chat. I genuinely don't know what you expected from a plush/gaming YouTuber that doesn't— oh, what? Fuck off. I only joined because my entire chat was requesting I do so. Oh, fuck off. These are such cheesy excuses. I'm a gaming YouTuber. I don't usually do debates. Then you shouldn't have shown up to try and debate. It is that simple. And the thing is, I never actually disliked you that much. I was a fan of yours, blah, blah. I only stopped watching because your videos got boring over time. You did not convince me of anything, and you banning me from the server was far too much, and revalidates my opinion that you cannot take criticism. Ultimately, I'm glad that I stopped watching you. Okay, whatever. Yeah, some of this is actually, honestly, a reasonable criticism, but some of this is just so hollow and pathetic, like trying to claim that you weren't prepared because you're a gaming streamer. Like, I don't care, all right? I'm not very good at debates either, but don't show up if you don't even have anything to say other than, like, stumbling around and kind of, like, half-assing saying something kind of out of your ass. So, yeah, I don't think banning you meant that I couldn't take criticism, though. I think I mean, I did. I banned you because you didn't know what you were talking about, and I had other people that were waiting as well, so I thought other people were going to jump on. Some of this criticism, yeah, somewhat reasonable, but also a lot of it's pretty pathetic. And Puddle of Pizza's video is absolutely horrendous. We're going to go over that one real soon. So yeah, I think that I've kind of answered the question, though, just throughout this little segment, right? Can I take criticism? The entire video now was me taking criticism. Maybe you can send me some criticism and then watch me roll over and not take it, because that's what taking criticism means, apparently. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you get notified when I drop a new video.